tough place to come. They've been on a really good run of form at the minute, and we knew that coming into the game that we had to start well, and that's exactly what we did. So yeah, it was a case of coming out here, putting on a good performance, and ultimately getting through to the next round.
No hesitation in grabbing the ball after a minute?
No, my name was up on the sheet in the changing room, so there was nobody else taking that other than me, to be fair.
It helps when you get a goal so early on in any game, particularly a cup tie away from home, which could have been tricky.
Yeah, it was big. Obviously you want to score, like you say, as soon as possible in every single game. Obviously to then concede 5 minutes later is not ideal, but then I think we showed great character and great response to that, and ultimately deserved to be 3-1 up at half time.
And this competition's important for players like yourself that maybe haven't been getting the league starts.
Yeah, it is. I think that was a message from the gaffer before the game. Everyone who sort of played today, lads who haven't had as much minutes like myself as we would have liked, for one reason or another, it's a chance to go out there and sort of showcase why you should be playing in the Premier League on a Saturday. So I think all the boys were a credit to themselves. I think we got the job done and through to the next round.
I guess you can't have any complaints about why you've not been starting on Saturdays, given Liam's form. Yeah,
Liam's been top. He's been brilliant, to be fair to him. So it's obviously hard to display someone who's playing well. I've been on the other side of that sort of the last couple of seasons where I felt like I've been playing well, and I've been the one that's playing, and I'm sure there's been other people in my position who felt like they want to play as well. So it's up to me, just keep working hard, get a chance like today, and go out there and try and help the team as best I can. Obviously to come off with another goal and assist is really nice as well. So me, just about keep working hard and see where we end up.
In that competition between the two of you must be pushing each other, you and Liam?
Yeah, without a doubt. We get on really well off the pitch, but at the same time, we both want to be playing on a Saturday. So it was my turn today, and I like to think I did a pretty decent job.
How good is he? I mean, long term, how good could Liam be? He only turned 22 today.
Yeah, no, he's like I say, he's a hell of a boy. He's a big lad. He's strong. He's quick. Much like myself. So yeah, I think we work pretty well off each other, and there's going to only one shirt that can play on a Saturday, and it's just up to us to try and get that shirt.
And are you fully fit, ready to play week in, week out, 90 minutes if required?
Yeah, without a doubt. I feel like I could have played a little bit longer today, but ultimately it's about freshness, and obviously I haven't played in a little while, so yeah, 70 minutes today, 80 minutes, whatever it was really nice to get under my belt, and that sort of sets me up nicely to be able to go and play as many minutes as required going forward.
Last 16 in the FA Cup, why not have a little crack at it? A couple of wins from Wembley.
Yeah, I mean, it's one game at a time. It's the old cliche, but we don't know who we're going to get in the next round just yet. And yeah, I think why not? It's a chance for the boys who haven't been playing as much to like you say, go out there and showcase their abilities. And if that's in the Cup or in the Premier League, and we just want to win games. This is a little bit different. If we win a game, we're through to the next round, and like you say, we're a couple of games from Wembley now, so it's not something we're focusing on just yet, because we know there's plenty more games to go before we get there. But yeah, it's a nice thought to have in the back of our mind. Finally,
can you take this into Villa Park next week? This win, a little bit of momentum. It's not rot 4 successive defeats, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's we sort of don't buy into all that negative stuff of you can say we've lost however many games in a row and all that sort of stuff, but ultimately there's positives that we can take out of every single performance. Definitely a lot of positives today, and that's kind of what we focus on. That's kind of what we the positives are going to win us games, not the negatives. Ultimately the negatives need work, and that's something we look at as well. But I think for us going forward, it's just about taking little bits from each game that we play, whether we win, lose or draw, and ultimately week in, week out, we are going to get better and better and better. And I think if we keep doing that is going to translate into results.
Thanks, George.
Awesome.
George, Jack Clarke needed that today. It felt it's not been the easiest maybe few months at Portman Road, but for him to get 2 really well taken goals today, get the assist, gets pushed to the crowd at the end of that, must be really great for him.
Without a doubt, I was delighted for him. He's he works as hard as anybody, and we all know his qualities. Everyone at Ipswich saw his qualities last season. People around the country know his qualities, and it's just taking him a little bit of time, and that happens. But I think today he was excellent from in possession, out of possession. I think every little bit of it he was incredible. So to come off with 2 goals and an assist, like I say, is credit to the work he puts in.
Yeah, and I suppose a frustrating one for Sammy. Come back after an injury layoff, comes in, does really well, wins the penalty that you helped set up there, and then has to come off on 35 minutes. A frustrating one for him. Very.
I've been there myself. It's a horrible feeling. Touch wood, it's not the worst injury in the world, and I'll be back out there in no time. But he's a big boy. He'll get on with it, and you know, he's great to have around the place. So I'm sure he'll be doing everything possible to get back out there as soon as possible.
Yeah, and the striker situation, managers made no secret. He likes to have 3 strikers. Ali Al-Hamadi gone out on loan, didn't manage to get the 3rd striker in. How has it been with that whole thing in January, where the club have actively been looking at it? How's that been for you? And do you think that you and Liam can carry on as leading the line over the next few games?
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with me. I'm just going to go out there and try and, you know, be the best version of myself. I have the utmost belief in myself that, you know, a little bit of, I don't really care who you bring in. I'm going to try and make sure that I'm getting picked ahead of him. So, you know, whether that be Liam, whether that be someone else, obviously it didn't end up being somebody else, but I don't pay too much attention to that sort of stuff. That's for the club, and, you know, for the gaffer, they can talk about that. For me, it's just about getting my head down and putting myself in a position where, you know, I think the gaffer said it in the media in the week, you know, there wasn't too many options out there that are better than a fully fit George Hirst and Liam. So it's, yeah, I've put myself in that position for the gaffer to say something like that, and yeah, it's about me just working hard and showing that, you know, we didn't need anybody else.
11 changes to the team today, but it kind of didn't feel like it. It was a very cohesive unit. There was a lot of nice passages of play. That must be quite nice to see.
We always have had that, you know, we're a very close-knit squad, definitely off the pitch, and I think that can translate. You know, you don't always need to have played 100 games with each other to build those relationships. You can see the boys outside of training, whether that be going for a coffee and building those relationships, and just through talking you can sort of let each other know how you want to play, you know, what kind of ball you like into feet, whether you want it behind, all that sort of stuff. So I thought we went out there today and you know, we had put on a really good show.
Nice to get a win regardless of the competition, breeds confidence after a sticky run in the league.
Yeah, winning's winning at the end of the day, and whether that's in the cup, you know, whether that's in a friendly, whether it's in an in-house game, all the boys want to win games. And you know, I think that just breeds success. So yeah, to go out there and get the win today was the most important thing, but also to, especially first half the way we played, yeah, I think something we can be pretty proud of.